Hi, welcome to Ed Foodie. Today we're going to make some salmon patties, and it sounds pretty simple and they sound really good too. So without waiting any longer, let's get started. What I think I'm really going to like about these salmon patties is there's a lot of fish, not too much. You know, a lot of the salmon patties are more bread than anything with a little bit of salmon flavor. This is going to be a lot of salmon with just a little bit of all the other flavors. So I'm kind of excited to start this. We're going to start here with, I got about 12 ounces of fresh salmon. We'll just cut this into little strips because we're going to put this in the food processor. It'll grind up a little quicker that way. We're going to pour our 12 ounces of salmon into the food processor. Now we don't want to necessarily pulverize this like ground beef or anything. So we kind of want nice little chunks, small chunks. So I'm going to put this on pulse, and I don't know, we'll see. We'll just do it for a few seconds. Okay, so I pulsed that about 3 times, 2 or 3 seconds each. So in a separate mixing bowl, we're going to mix all the stuff together, and for a little bit of a binding agent, I've got like 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, a half a tablespoon of dried chopped onion. I like to use the powdered or the dried onion sometimes, and in recipes like this I think it's actually better than using fresh onion. It gives it a nice onion flavor without the onion pieces in there, because this will almost dissolve to nothing. 2 tablespoons of panko crumbs. We'll use a tablespoon of fresh chopped dill. And on these salmon patties, I'm going to try to mimic a little bit of what we get at our local grocery store. We have these patties that have dried cranberries and gorgonzola cheese. Catherine's not real big on gorgonzola, so I'm just using like 2 tablespoons of parmesan cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and add just a little touch of ginger. I always like ginger on my in my salmon. So we'll just put in maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, and same, about a 1/4 teaspoon of some cayenne pepper. Just give it a little bit of spice. Let's mix this up. Okay, now we can pour in our salmon. All right, let's mix this up real good. All right, that's looking good. Now for the last few little touches, I'm going to put in just a little squirt, maybe a half a teaspoon of some Dijon mustard. This is what I think also is going to really kind of pep it up a little bit. I've got some liquid smoke. This stuff is really strong. So I'm going to, I better use a measuring spoon, like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Two teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. I'm not measuring it, I'm just going to put in about a half of a lemon. Then the last piece is the about 1/3 of a cup of the dried cranberries. I think this is actually called craisins. That'll give it just a little bit of a sweetness. Salt and pepper to taste, about 1/4 teaspoon maybe of each. Okay, we'll mix this all up for the final time. Okay, I've got some oil heating up on the stove in a frying pan. Don't go easy on the oil. I've got a good inch on the bottom of this because I don't want this sticking on the frying pan. Now with our box of panko crumbs, what we'll do is probably more than enough. I'm going to try to make 4 equal size little balls here. Maybe I'll try measuring them. That worked pretty good. I used a 1/3 cup. And that gave me pretty much equal amounts for 4. So what I'm going to do is kind of flatten these out. I want these pretty thick. Okay, now let's put them in our panko crumbs. Okay, see that better? There we go. I just want to put a very light coating. It doesn't need to be totally covered. Okay, let's go over to the stovetop. My oil is hot. I've got it like on medium. Now we're going to carefully place these in the oil. Be careful we don't get splattered by the oil. We're going to cook these on one side for about 3 minutes till they're nice and golden brown. Then we'll flip them over on the other side and cook them another 3 minutes. And we'll be ready to eat. I can see they're getting a little brown after 3 minutes, so let's flip them over. Nice, beautiful. Okay, 3 minutes on this side. We finished cooking 3 minutes on the other side. Now we're ready to serve them up on a platter, and we'll be ready to eat. Look at these, don't they look great? Let's add a couple final touches. We're going to squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon over each patty. And then I'm going to top a little bit of each patty with some additional fresh dill. Now let's try these things. All right, let's try these salmon patties. I made my own tartar sauce. A lot of people have their own individual ways of making it, so I'll put mine in the description below. If you like it, you can use it. Get a little bit of sauce on here. Wow, really good. First thing I noticed was those panko crumbs, really nice and crispy, crunchy. And the cranberries, add a little bit of sweetness. Definitely taste that dill in there. Very good recipe, pretty easy to make. You can put these on a hamburger bun and have a salmon burger, or just eat them with as your main course. But very good recipe and pretty easy to make. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Ed Foodie right over there. Thank you for watching.